Welcome, 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 all you beautiful souls that are joining me today. And for those who may request this replay later, today being traditionally the day of love for others, for each other, I wanted to turn it back in on ourselves and celebrate this day of love for ourselves. Because truly, from my experience and my belief is that we cannot fully give ourselves to anybody else until we fully give ourselves to us. And we fully love ourselves unconditionally. And then we can be the best version of ourselves so that we can fully give ourselves to others. So today we want to celebrate you and us for who we truly are, right? Who we are at the core of our being. We were born love. From love, we are love. So we want to come back home to that. So this Valentine's, let's celebrate you, let's celebrate us, and know that from that place we can give more. And also in this space, there's no pressure to have to share, although I would love if you cannot share. You just participate in your own way. You just participate how you feel. You might just want to receive today, and that is totally what this is about, receiving. So there's no sharing required. We're going to do maybe some practices. We're going to start with a meditation, and we're going to do some practices. And the intention is, is just to have this time for you. So please settle in, get comfy, light your candle, have your pen and paper handy, and just create a safe space for you just to feel. So today I'd love to start with a beautiful self-love meditation. This is a meditation I actually recorded, and I'm going to gift it to you after our call, for you to access and listen to every single day, because it is a beautiful... Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Because it is a beautiful meditation to come back home to you and really feel what you feel in this meditation. So without any further ado, like you're closing down the eyes if you feel comfortable, or just a soft gaze, and breathing in to the space and releasing any external expectations, anything around you, expectations around love. We're going to cultivate that kindness within and that compassion towards self. And just affirm before we start that I am worthy of love, just as I am. So breathing in gently and slowly exhaling. Again, deeply inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Allowing yourself to just release and relax with each breath. Again, inhaling, feeling your belly rise, and exhaling, feeling yourself soften. Just continue that for a few moments until you're fully relaxed. And you can be right here, right now, in sacred stillness. This is your time to come home to yourself. Let your breath be your guide as we journey together. Not to find something new, but to remember the brilliance that's always lived within you. And with every inhale, just feel yourself arriving in this moment. And with every exhale, let go of any expectations, tensions, or roles you've been holding on to. Say silently to yourself now, I am here. I am safe. I am enough. Now bring your awareness gently inward. Beyond your name, beyond your job, beyond your titles, beyond your story. Who are you without all the roles? Feel into those qualities that make you, you. Your kindness, your passion, your strength, your softness. Feel into that space deep within your heart. The place where your true identity resides. Feel it. And say softly to your soul, I am more than what I do. I am who I am. I am peace. I am love. I am light. I am joy. And just keep breathing breath into that space, that sacred space of peace, love, light and joy. Now imagine yourself standing before a mirror, eyes open wide, heart tender. See yourself clearly. Feel yourself clearly. Not through the lens of judgment, but with love and affection for self. Stare deeply into your eyes, maybe for the first time. And tell yourself, I appreciate you. I appreciate myself for the little things that I do. Even if it's just getting out of bed and brushing my teeth. Smile to yourself now and let that feeling of gratitude rise. and whisper to yourself, "Thank you, beautiful being. I love and appreciate you." Keep on breathing long, slow, deep breaths in and out as you soak that information in. Now, gently recall a time when you felt like you messed up or doubted yourself. Imagine placing your hand on your heart and saying, "I did my best. I am learning. I will always make mistakes, and this is how I learn and grow. I approve of who I'm becoming and what I am doing. And I no longer need approval of others." Big breaths. Let your breath melt any lingering shame or guilt. Wash it away. You are growing, you are worthy. Keep breathing deeply into that sacred space in the heart of peace, of love, of light. Now, picture a radiant light glowing from your heart. This is your self-love. And with each breath, let it expand through your body, filling your chest, your arms, your legs, your entire being. Let it even penetrate beyond your physical, allowing that breath, that light to flow out with every expanding breath. And know this, you do not need to earn love. You are love. Say within, "I am worthy of love simply because I exist." Keep breathing into that experience and expansion of love. And feel into your unique essence, your story, your voice, your gifts. There is no one like you, no one. You are unique, and that's what makes you very special. Feel your uniqueness. Say softly to yourself, "I celebrate who I am. I release the need to compare to others. I love myself for who I am, totally and completely. My path is sacred." Now deeply breathe into that sacred path. into your uniqueness, into unconditional love for yourself. Let yourself feel strong and grounded. Honor your time, honoring your energy. You say yes when it feels right and no when it doesn't. Whisper to your heart, I respect myself for the choices I make, and I honor my truth. Now breathe deeply into the parts of yourself that you have hidden or judged. Wrap them in compassion and hold them close. And say with love, I am whole, even as I heal. I accept myself completely, all parts of me. I accept my flaws and I accept my goodness. My strengths and I keep on breathing. Long, slow, deep breaths. Tuning into the energy of love that is within my heart. This is your inner light shining bright. Not just for yourself, but as a beacon for others. Let your soul speak now. I trust myself. I develop the confidence to do things that I may not have done before. I walk in confidence and grace. And as we near the end of our journey, place your hand on your heart. Feel the power, the softness, and the truth within you. This is a space where you can really believe and truly believe in yourself as a being of light, as a being of love, as a person who you are in this very moment. As a person that you will continue on being every day. Say silently, I believe in who I am. I honor my path. I am ready to rise. Slowly become aware of your breathing and the rise and the fall of your chest. Becoming aware of the sensations on your skin and the sounds around you. Slowly bring your awareness back into this space as you gently move your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes, carrying with you a renewed sense of self-esteem, self-love, and sacred empowerment. You are a radiant light. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And yes, please, I thought we could go straight into some reflection on what come up for you in that meditation. What parts of you choose to work with, perhaps. How you feel. What did it evoke? What emotions did that evoke? What does love from within really feel like for you? What does it really feel like? Now, in this moment, it's almost like we're reinforcing, embodying it even further into all parts of ourselves, because the physical always is the part that shows you where we're holding on as well. Or even how can I speak my truth more? How can I trust myself more? All of these self-inquiry questions is a really great way to stay inward rather than analysing, just feeling what's come up for you in this meditation. I was reflecting back on my journey. It's been a really long one. And just, how I used to seek that validation always from outside of myself even. And I journaled about this yesterday so I could share it. I did it on the computer though, but I just lost that document. So I'm going to just recap from my heart just how, when I left home at like 17, taking all of my trauma, all of my wounding, all of that stuff that we experience as young people into the world, and not through anyone's fault, but because I didn't know any better. And, seeking that love from without and finding a man straight away and getting into a relationship and having children at an early age, because I was trying to find that love that I was seeking that I'd never received from within I did, but in a way that was conditional. And finding that outside was like, and having children, even that part around, if I could just have a child that would love me unconditionally and that I could love unconditionally. And none of it was bad, because everything I believe is meant to be, and ending up as a single mum of 4 and all the things was all meant to be, even as hard as it was. But I sought that because I was seeking for that external validation for me and wanting to be loved and held and honoured and all the things, which didn't happen, clearly. Both my marriages ended up in separation, but it was always looking, even with career and finding my career, and I've always worked from home around my children. Everything was divinely guided, which was beautiful, but that striving for success and validation to be worthy, that was the core wound. And I believe all of us have that core wound of wanting or having to be worthy, having to prove ourselves to be worthy. And that was running me for so long until I was doing, I've been doing the work nearly 40 years, but I wasn't ready to go deep with those wounds that trauma, that experience, and all the things that happened as a child. I didn't want to see it, basically. I wasn't ready to see it. And it wasn't until probably 5 or 6 years ago where I really went into I sort of knew it was there, but I was like, in a way, I thought it was normal. Everybody experienced that. So, who am I to even validate that? So learning to really see that clearly and having compassion for me, having compassion for the experiences, having compassion for the people that, I'm not going to say cause, but people who put that on me as a young child was really when I knew I was healing and that I could have the freedom to let go and also forgive. Forgiveness is a huge piece in this. And I realised that recently when I was working through my own intimate relationship where we've been working through for the last year, I've been separated. However, we're still connected. And the lessons in that and the forgiveness in that, it's a journey. It's a lifelong journey. And I could have walked away and not got the lesson, got the learning, but I chose to, yes, walk away, but still work with it. So without expectations, without any outcomes. And that's been a beautiful process in itself, and that's quite a recent experience. But it really still comes back to that self-love and self-worth and walking away. I love myself more than having to experience what was happening in that relationship. And that's taken us through a beautiful journey of really self-development within our relationship now. It's just been extraordinary, whereas I thought a year ago it was definitely over. But working with somebody that is willing to work with and open to work with is a whole new experience for me, because every relationship that I'd had with my partners and my two marriages were conditional, always conditional. And that was not their fault, it was because of the way I was playing out. So I think the key message is having that compassion for yourself, no matter what, and just continue to rebuilding that self-validation, self-worth through compassion. Yeah? Can you relate? Can anyone relate to what I'm saying here? So, yeah, validation was a big piece for me. I had to be successful to be worthy. I had to have these relationships to be worthy. Deep core wound. And I'm always working with it, always, right? Checking in, and it's the same. It goes hand in hand with boundaries too, doesn't it? When you say, saying yes to everything or something that your soul may not necessarily want or need, but you're doing it out of automated default. Is that a word? Automated default. I just made that up. I make up a lot of words. But yeah, just having that time to really check in with yourself and why am I doing this? What's, in a sense, in a selfish way, what's in it for me? It's okay to say no if it's not going to serve you, because women are such givers. Yeah, it's been entrained in us for a very long time, and it doesn't serve us in any way or form. So some practices that I teach and I encourage women to do is to do that daily self-check-in. What do I need for me? What's in my highest good? Right? Morning routine. Get yourself first. Put yourself first. Look yourself in the mirror and say, you got this, girl, even when you're having a shitty morning. You got this. Having those conversations with yourself is so important. How you start your day is how your day will end. So I'm wondering if you can feel into, and you may already have some morning practices or self-love, daily check-ins or whatever it is, but how can you make it a must? Because I know from my experience and my journey, it was easy, especially when I was a single mum with kids, to go, oh no, I'll put that off. Haven't got time for that. Got to get this stuff done. Or stay up till midnight finishing off my work. And crazy things. Which got me the success to put the food on the table and the roof over the head. It was a necessity. So in a way there was... But then I remember having to make time in the morning after dropping the kids off to go to the gym. That was me, my one thing. My one thing, right? What's your one thing that is a non-negotiable? And I know I'm a different stage now. I don't have children. They're all grown up and thankfully all successful in their own right. And they don't need me as much anymore. Now I'm a grandparent, which I'm loving. I get to do it differently again, totally differently, not in fight, flight or fright mode, because all of my trauma was playing out in my parenting, right? So it's a whole new world and I'm loving it. And my time is my time and I don't push, or if something's not happening, I just give myself permission to relax. And this is what I see for all of you. Giving yourself permission to just relax and go with it. That's true freedom. Trust. That was a big one. No, if I'm not working, if I'm not hustling, I'm not earning money, I'm not putting food on the table, blah, 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 blah. The universe will always provide. I've learned that, There's been times where I've got no idea. And as business owners, it's the thing that we have to trust. And it's through the energy of trusting that we receive. When our nervous system is relaxed, we receive so much more. I have so much evidence of oh my God, where'd that money come from in my bank account? Okay, I'll take it, That's the level of trust. We're always being provided for. And this is a daily practice. Daily practice when you get into the energy of receiving, relaxing, receiving, and releasing in between. So we can't receive until we relax. So what can I do today? I'll go on my beach walk. That's relaxing my nervous system. What am I releasing on everything with intention? What am I releasing on my walk in the forest or wherever it may be? Even on the yoga mat, what am I releasing? Making space, making time, even if it's 5 minutes throughout the day. Yeah. So my loving question to you all is, what do I need right now? What do I need right now? How can I show myself so much love and compassion today for me? And I know it's Friday in some places, so you haven't even got to your self-love day, but you can be in preparation. Get ready to wake up and have my me day. What about, I'm so grateful to have this space to just do nothing today. What does doing nothing look like? Let's just do nothing. It's a practice because it doesn't come naturally, so we have to just continually have that practice of that telling ourselves it's okay. It's okay. Because I remember I used to run this dialogue. If I wasn't doing anything, I wasn't worth anything. I wasn't, doing to me equaled worthiness. Earning, this piece around earning our brownie points, our money even, and it's in the times when we relax that everything flows. So I know it's counterintuitive and we hear it all the time, but it's truly, and that's when the inspiration flows. I'm on the beach and oh yes, bang, you know. And then it's okay to, you know, okay, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm writing it all down. But today I'm actually, even when I'm writing, I'm working because I'm planning my next divine steps. So giving yourself the practice of giving yourself permission to do nothing, because that'll bring up all the guilt, all the shame, all the blah, blah, blah. And you go, oh, okay, there you are. I know you. You're not going to get me this time. I'm allowed to relax. It's almost like having that conversation with that part of you, right? And this we don't know until we know, right? We're not meant to do this all. It's very brave work, but it was worth it. And I didn't do it alone. Just key note. Don't ever, right? Yeah. Big breaths for that one. Yeah, release. And lots of stuff coming through. Practice every day. Just choose one practice. What am I going to get up in the morning and do? Am I going to stand in the mirror? Tell myself how worthy I am and how loved I am and how much people love you. I just want to say that I personally love you all. I feel you, I see you, I hear you, and I honor you for just being here, for showing up for you. Like that's big. And I will send you the self-love meditation if you want to listen to that again. Then please do. Thank you so much, everyone. It does take courage to choose you and self-connection. I hope this space has supported you today, and that you go deeper and get curious with what's shown you, what's shown up for you, and get that ongoing support. But yeah, I'm here if you need to speak, if you need to go deep. I'm very up for holding space for that. Nothing I ain't been through that. So you're welcome to connect with me anytime at all. You can book a chat. So let's just big breaths in as we close our circle today. And releasing what no longer serves. Hand on heart. Lots of love. Bye, everyone.